One afternoon in primary school, loud classroom, chalk dust floating in the air. My teacher stood in front of the class and asked a simple question. What do you want to be when you grow up? One by one, hands went up. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, safe answers, approved answers. And when it got to my turn, I said, bank manager. I wonder what would have happened had I said something like YouTuber, streamer back then. Then I would be the outcast, the one without a bright future. Huh?
I was a child. I didn't know. But that's exactly the point.
I didn't choose that answer. It was already inside me, put there by my parents, my teachers, my community, the environment I grew up in. The answer was already written before she even asked the question. That is how early the conditioning starts. We are handed the exact same script from day one. Go to school, get good grades, land a safe corporate job, marry, then maybe live your life. That is what success looks like to our parents, to our schools, to our community.
The strange thing is, nobody questions it. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your friends. Everyone just follows. And at the center of it all, there's a piece of paper with a degree written on it. Not your skills, not your mind, not what you've built or created or sacrificed. A piece of paper. That's the currency to a good life. Or so they say. You grow up and you realize the system doesn't even work the way they promised.
We are conditioned to believe that our entire future, whether we get to live a good life, whether we are respected,
Or whether we fail is completely determined by a single piece of paper with a degree printed on it. A printed paper with a stamp. I look around me on campus sometimes and I feel something I can't describe. Frustration isn't even the right word. It's more like grief because I see people going through the motions. Show up, sit down, pass the exam, repeat, trading their actual potential for that piece of paper, accepting being average because they think the corporate way is the only way.
and you can't even blame them because somewhere along the line, we were all taught that there was no other option, that the corporate way is the only way, that if you don't play by those rules, you don't eat.
And you know the craziest part? Even with that paper, they still tell you it's about knowing some big shots who can pull strings for you. It's not just about what you know or what you can do. It's about who knows you, who can push your name forward, who can make a phone call for you. You can have the grades, the degree, the skills, but without someone big in your corner, the door stays closed.
The system doesn't just tell you what to dream, it tells you that even the African dream has a gatekeeper.
Over here, doors don't open because you deserve them. They open because someone knows your name. You need permission to succeed. You need someone to open the door before you even arrive. And if you don't have it, you are on your own. I know there is a way to build leverage that doesn't rely on their paper system, but stepping off that path isolates you. People look at you differently when you spend your time rewiring your mind or trying to architect something out of nothing.
People tell me I'm delusional. I've had people look at me and go like, I'm living in a glass house and throwing stones.
Just because I've dared to question the system we are trapped in. So, people wait for opportunities, wait for connections, instead of building something with their own hands. And slowly, without noticing, dreams fade into the thin air.
So now I ask myself a question, one that keeps echoing in my mind. What really is the African dream? Is it survival? Is it stability? Is it just escaping struggle? Because the truth is, things don't always work the way we were promised. A degree does not guarantee success. Connections do not guarantee opportunity. And following the system does not guarantee freedom. I genuinely believe there is a way to build something real, something that is not dependent on a certificate or knowing the right person in the right room. I cannot be average,
Not because I think I am better than anyone.
but because I have seen a different possibility, a different definition of success. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
So maybe the dream we were taught was never the real dream. Maybe it was just the safest version, the most acceptable version, the approved version.
Maybe the real African dream is not about fitting in, not about waiting your turn, not about hoping someone opens a door. Maybe the real dream is building something from nothing, creating your own path when none exists, standing alone when nobody understands you, continuing forward even when they call you delusional.
It was one day, the same dream they questioned will become the reality they are. And maybe, just maybe, the African dream was never about following the path. Maybe it was about having the courage to create your own. Yeah. So this is Gerhard Goodall. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I don't know if I'm shy or something like, bro. There's just a lot